What if I told you one of the most fun vehicles you can buy today isn't a sports car, isn't a muscle car, and wasn't even designed primarily for the pavement? This is a 2024 Ford Bronco. Today, we're taking a look at a Bronco that's been thoughtfully modified, not to show off, but to be used. So a quick history on the Bronco. The original debuted in 1966. It had a 30-year production run. Then they took a 25-year hiatus to return in 2021. And with that, they didn't build another crossover. They built a real Bronco. It was a true body-on-frame off-roader with a removable roof, removable doors, available lockers, and even a manual transmission, 3 pedals. Its owner, Matt, said he didn't buy this because of horsepower or technology. He said, I wanted something fun. It had to have 3 pedals, and the test drive clinched it. So he started with some purpose-built modifications. The Analog HD wheels skinned with these BFGoodrich 35-inch KO3 tires. Now, for the clearance, he had to remove the crash bars, and he's added these steel fender flares. I think it looks great. The stance is wonderful. Now, I know some of you are waiting for the numbers, so here are the highlights. Under the hood is Ford's 2.3-liter EcoBoost 4-cylinder. It puts out around 300 horsepower and about 325 pound-feet of torque. Behind it is one of my favorite parts of this Bronco, a 7-speed manual transmission. The 7th gear is crawl mode. It's actually an ultra-low crawler gear designed specifically for off-road use, as well as we found out while filming this, automatic braking. Now, if you're the kind of person who wants every specification, gear ratio, towing capacity, curb weight, fuel economy, I'll have all that listed in the description below. But for now, let's get back to what makes this Bronco really special. Now, Matt says that it's roomier than a Wrangler and has better ergonomics. Now, I haven't been in a Wrangler in over 20 years, so I'm just going to trust him. Now, one of the coolest things he pointed out to me about the interior that sparked my interest right away was a built-in camera mount in the dash. There's a female mount that you can screw your camera directly into, whether it's a GoPro or an Insta360. The designers at Ford knew users of the Bronco were going to want to document their adventures. And this part just makes me smile. So not only did we go outside the fuel house to check out the crawl mode, Matt took me for a ride to show me the sport mode. And in his words, shockingly actually sporty.
In sport, you can dump.
Okay.
I didn't dump hard enough.
Well, Matt doesn't have these hooked up to anything, but there are 6 auxiliary switches. He says he's really trying to avoid playing Barbie for men. Accessorizing. We've got diff lock, he's got the drive mode selector, an information screen that's not overly intrusive, and I'd say the dash keeps it pretty simple overall. Now the rear seats fold right down, so you essentially get a truck bed. Matt maybe is resisting some of the toggle switch accessorizing, but that hasn't stopped him from doing some of the Barbie-fying. Like this aftermarket security box. I don't know the code, I don't know what he keeps in there, but I think it's cool. And then this is actually an option, not aftermarket. You end up with a slide out shelf or like a tailgate. He says this box is his trunk and he keeps it locked in here nice and tight. As well as these packs that he keeps a lot in. He says he's gonna tell me some stuff that's in there when we sit down for our interview. So check the link out for that in the description below. The more time I spent around this Bronco, the more one thing stood out. This isn't a collection of aftermarket parts. It's a collection of thoughtful decisions. Matt says it's clearly built to invoke joy, but it's useful too. Every choice reflects how Matt actually uses the vehicle. It's simply built to be enjoyed. And judging by the smile on Matt's face when he talks about it, I'd say it's doing exactly that. So that's gonna do it for this episode of Gassed. It looks like our gas gauge is on E for exit. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna exit on out of here and fill this thing up for the next one. If you'd like to have your car showcased here on Gassed, I'd love to have you bring it down here to the fuel house so we can take a look at it and see what you've got. My contact information is in the description below. Also, leave a comment and just tell me what car you drive. Now, let's go fill this thing up. And until next time, stay gassed.